Alright guys, welcome back to Thrasher's Ghetto Fab Garage for the fourth part of the turbo piping. We're working on that here in this video. So let me go ahead and flip over to what we're going to do here. Alright, so in the last video you saw I got the tubes tied in coming down here. I got them everything mocked up. Everything's just kind of sitting there right now. I'm going to move forward here. I'm going to start with making sure that everything's straight, square, where I want it, and get these front two tubes tacked. And I'm going to focus on getting all this, I believe, done. And I'm going to finish everything, weld it, get these elbows on the back, and get that whole thing done. Weld is, where it's going to be, so everything moves, it's going to stay where it's going to stay. So that way, and then I'll tie in coming down to here. So let me get this set up, and we'll get working on this. Got everything tacked together here right now. Got the tape off. It did work out pretty well. Just cut a little spot there and just put a few tacks on there. The tape really worked out great. Looks pretty straight, I believe. Tighten the manifold down to make sure everything was where it needed to stay. So I got all that done. Then I went ahead and did the tacks. Just a tack here. I can take the zip ties off thanks to got some input from my buddy Steve. Said he liked my zip ties, but they're going. So I'm gonna cut those off now. They got the I got it tacked together. Gonna work on getting the this elbow fit in there, both sides. Get that tacked in there, and then we'll pull it off and do the final welding on this. Get this all squared away today. As you saw there on the video here, got the back elbow in here, so that'll be all four runners now tied in. Everything is tacked, and this side is ready for finished welding. So I'm going to move on over to this side. Just do the exact same thing I did before. Get the camera set up, and I'll get the this side fit and tacked on. Then I can pull this thing off and start some finished welding.
It's a fading line. I never wanted this, but hey, we're still alive.
driver's side tacked on here, this last elbow. Gonna switch over to doing some finish welding here on all this. Gonna probably start it up here on the car just to try to hold it the best I can together. So gonna go ahead and get rolling with that. I started welding on this a little bit yesterday on the car. Got a little bit ahead of myself, or I got excited. I didn't video any of it, but sometimes I get rolling and don't stop. But anyway, so you can see I kind of got some of the stuff welded in here. Just decided probably better to get it off the car now. Bolted the intake all back together. I did have the that center plate out of there. Put that back in there. Made sure everything was tight. Tied the fronts here together. And I'm going to keep welding on this here on the bench. Hopefully finish it up here the next day or two. So I'll get the camera set up now. Get the time-lapse rolling and do a little welding. The intake tubes here are all finished welded. I had about a really long time in doing this. It was very difficult to get up like underneath here through all these. I'm fairly happy with it. I've seen, like I said, my welds are, they're not perfect. They're not rolled to dimes, but I think it's adequate and will work just fine. So got this all on here now. And I'm gonna pop everything back off. I got the bolts out of here already, and I probably were wondering when you were watching this earlier, did I, how did I cut these holes here, so the air can get down through here? And I actually didn't. Plan is to go ahead and I'm gonna pull this off here now and use a hole saw and drill, all of these out, and then I want to get this final thing is going to be to trim this plate up, make this look a little nice, a little tidier. It's kind of big and bulky now, so definitely want to get this trimmed back here. So gonna go ahead and get this popped off here, get the video set up, and we're gonna drill some holes. Went ahead and drilled the first one out here. You can see this this one here. Got that drilled out. Seemed to work out pretty well, pretty easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill these front two out, and then you can see where I'm gonna go ahead and obviously clean all this up with the diagram. I get that nice and smooth, so the airflow does kind of flow through it a little bit better. So yeah, we'll get this set up, and we'll go from there.
Well, it's a fading line. I really wanted this, but hey, we're still
As you can see on the video, I got these all cleaned up here. Got all these drilled out and kind of smoothed out these bores a little bit. And even when I thought about it, as I cleaned these up, they're not going to line up with the throttle bodies anyway. They're going to be probably too big. So I don't think it's a huge deal. I mean, it's boost, so I mean, it's not like it's going to matter. If I need more power, I turn the boost up. It's not like it's flowing naturally aspirated here. So, but it does clean them up, make them, just seems like in my brain that's what you want to do. So, plus it knocks any burrs off there, and they might end up falling off later. So, anyway, so that's all done on this side, and then I laid out, as you can also see in the video, I laid out a preliminary line here I want to cut. I came 3/16 off the holes on each side here, and just kind of made a same thing, kind of curved in the front. I'm going to start with that, see how that looks, set it up there. I don't know if I want to follow the throttle bodies exactly. I think this might be just fine to clean this up and then bolt it on there. Do want to leave this all one piece. I don't want to split these. The throttle bodies are two ports and two ports, and there is nothing in the center. But I do believe I want to leave something here, just to hold this together. And not that I think it would move, but I think it might be the better way to do it. So I'm going to start with this, and we'll see how it works out. All right, the driver's side is done, all smooth. Came up with kind of a, you can see it here, somewhat asymmetrical design. Just kept kind of cutting off there, trimming it till I got what I wanted. It's kind of round on that side, and then I got a little bit of it, you know, kind of sticks out here a little bit where the that bolt hole is. Kind of, and it's not perfect. I think that I just kind of worked it until where I wanted it or whatever. So this side is done. I was hoping that I could just bolt this one on here and get my the same and just, you know, trace it, but it hits here. So that is not going to work. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and lay this the other one out here again, and get this one cut and drilled. Not gonna put this one on time lapse. I mean, you guys know what I'm doing here. I already did it once. So there you guys, got everything trimmed up. Drill all my holes here. Got everything cleaned up like I was showing on the driver's side. And got the just got everything trimmed up. It looks great. Did a quick hand polish on everything. You know, we'll need a little hand sand in here and there, whatever, and, you know, put a machine polish everything. I think that'll really, you know, make it nice and bright. But all in all, pretty happy how this came out. I think I might have said in an earlier clip, but this is really what, you know, what I had in mind is this the way this was all going to tie together here. You know, in the independent runner intake, you know, with the twin turbos. I think it's going to make a great look. You know, with the hood on the car, you won't see it, but I think with, well, you know, when I decide to pop the hood off and drive it around like that, I think it's going to look just you know, really, really cool. So. All right, everybody, we're going to wrap this video up here. Just trying to stay with this every week timeline. So I'm just going to keep working on this turbo stuff. And I want to say thanks for watching, and we will see you next time at Thrasher's Ghetto Fab Garage.